I lost some confidence, I'm trying to get it back though. You niggas frontin', but I'm coming through the back though. See what I'm saying, like words spoken from glass jaws, so heavy, like marble sneakers on glass floors. Gotta be a diamond, all I'm feeling is pressure. In the ring, 12 rounds, trying to fight off the pressure. Catch me at the corner of pain and frustration. Double park, smoking the black, waiting for Satan. Showing love's expensive, so they hating for free. Money's the root of evil, wealth's at the base of the tree. Look, I'm out pursuing profits, connects, plugs, and sockets. Got it under wraps like lace fronts and bonnets. Hard to count wins when your family's at a loss, so I'm about to hit a lick. My niggas show me to the vault, knowing I'm not to blame. Still feeling that fault, and my granny needs a kidney, doc. How much will it cost? I lost some confidence, I'm trying to get it back though. You niggas frontin', but I'm coming through the back though. Staring in the mirror, reflecting on God's image, glass dirty. I use prayer to Windex the feeling. Dealing with some doubt and the fears of getting old, but he said this too shall pass like kidney stones. Stuck between these songs like skits and intermissions, but I'm on track, you'll never derail my intermission. Works to God, you think I'm not? Every line is on swole like a steroid shot. Duracell whip, black rims and the copper top. This the flow that these niggas dread like Basquiat. Entitlement, that'll get you drowned in the wave. Cranberry coupe, pull up, you getting ocean spray. The SC4 never cruised in the 6. Had the toolie in the whip when trap music was the shit. Of course I can still spit a blaze with my mouth wired. Turn them into Robin Williams if they doubt fire. Game 6 might, these rappers on one scrimmage me. Regardless if it's practice, I'm keeping that same energy. Vultures, fighting for scraps and leftovers. Arrogant, I drop diamond penny loafers. Half man, half God. With the Hercules bars, I'm a beast. I just pray on you niggas like synagogues. I lost some confidence, but I just got it back. You niggas frontin', but I'm coming through the back door. I lost some confidence, but I just got it back. You niggas frontin', but I'm coming through the back door. Slide.
Built by Burks.
Oscar Mike Radio is a proud podcast partner of Wreaths Across America Radio, heard every Thursday at 11 a.m. and Sunday at 8 a.m. Eastern. They're also big supporters of the nonprofit I Got Your Six, Two Lives at Once. And with every Wreath you sponsor through Oscar Mike Radio, $5 goes back to this great organization dedicated to making a difference in the lives of veterans, law enforcement, firefighters, and first responders battling PTSD. Two Lives at Once pairs these brave men and women together with dogs rescued from kill shelters. In this way, two lives are saved at the same time by saving each other. Donate now. Go to wreathsacrossamerica.org/Oscar Mike Radio to help. That's wreathsacrossamerica.org/Oscar Mike Radio.
Met you, there was peace unknown. I set out to get you with a fine-tooth comb. I was soft inside. There was something going on.
Monotony. It comes in all shapes and sizes. dull, tedious, just plain boring. But what is this? A contender, perhaps? Something unboring by the looks of it. Jabs right at dull, an uppercut to tedium, something that keeps you on your toes, keeps your head on a swivel, a knockout punch to your old, boring workouts. Welcome to Fight Camp.
The educational crisis in this country is the civil rights issue of our time.
So you go to Washington, D.C., our capital, right? Go right down the street. Some of the worst schools in America are less than 2 miles from the state capital.
As a family, how was our report card?
Show me a lazy child, I'ma show you a lazy parent.
There was that village that was there. It is different.
I mean, because you're dealing at times with a lot of trauma. And that trauma sometimes may be caused by the school, but a lot of times it's outside of school.
It was a very chaotic household. There was always someone yelling, someone fighting, the cops being called.
Students don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. You know calculus, who cares?
If there was any system anywhere that was failing white students to the tune of 83%, the system wouldn't exist anymore. It would have been broken into a million pieces.
Now, the expectations for what success are
is so low. Like, we're letting kids make up work. You can make it up. Don't worry about it. Do it again.
Instead, we make things crutches, and I don't like that.
I think the real issue in education is mediocrity. The person who comes to work every day and just does the job.
You have failed these students. This is child abuse. And those who have abused these children should be held accountable.
Can anybody out there hear me? Hear me?
Get ready! Woo! We are on tour and we're doing it better than anybody else alive. Now, Buddy Landell, it's so hard for me to sit back here in this studio looking at a guy out here hollering my name. When last year I spent more money on Spilt liquor.
Every bar's holy, straight divinity. Great stability with ancient wizardry. God goes writing on the page after I prayed, he visits me. My frame is spiritually plateauing when angels lifted me.
Welcome to Turnbuckles and Spilt Liquor Podcast. I'm your host, Lito, with my co-host, Sinista1. And, we would have came on a little earlier, but seeing a guy running down the street with a payday in his pocket, I didn't know what was going on. I had to call Sinister and tell him that it might have been one of those. They might have been working from slaves or something. I don't know. One guy had a payday. The other one had a baby Ruth, and another one had a Nutter Butter. I don't know what's going on.
And the whatchamacallit.
And then another guy had an Almond Joy. Sometimes you feel like a nut, sometimes you don't. Almond Joy's got nuts, and so does Slades. Oh man, how you feeling tonight, bro? You did this, by the way. I'm just,
I'm
you
good.
Did this.
I'm a. Even though it's hot as hell here in Massachusetts right now, I'm a 8, and you probably can look at the sweat. See the sweat?
What's the temperature there?
Right now,
It's been raining,
Yeah,
so
it's see for you it's been raining. Not here, bro. I think we made 100. So it's now it's 75, but the humidity is 89.
you gotta have that fan blowing, man.
That's 70. That 75 ain't feeling like 75 right now.
You gotta have that fan blowing, and you gotta drink your little bit of water. That's all that is.
Like I said, if I took a picture of my dog, it would tell the story. She's like, F all y'all. You know, I got a little carpet for her. So my floor downstairs in the man cave in the studio is concrete with carpet. So usually, you know, in the winter she's on the carpet. But she's on the
concrete today.
She on the concrete. Like, y'all, I'm trying to get all the
Like
coolness
it's
I can
burning
get.
up.
I'm on the cool ass concrete. She ain't even on the couch. She got a little spot on the couch that I have for her with a blanket, and she ain't even on the couch. She's like, I'm on the concrete.
That's crazy. So, where you at today? 1 to 10, man. What's going on with your mental wellness?
I'm an 8 right now. I'm feeling good. You know, super busy at work. This campaign is kicking off. I'm really gonna start to get busy. I've got my treasurer picked so I can register for the OCPF. I got to get a couple of little things done. I got the email set up. I ordered my yard signs. So if people want yard signs, they can jump in and get a yard sign. It's getting real. You know, it's getting real. So I meet with the NAACP this weekend, and I'm going to be sitting with them and interviewing with them. Friday, I'll find out if I'm going
That's
to be
gonna be
endorsed.
fire.
Yeah. So here's the thing. 2 weeks ago, I had to speak to the SEIU 1199 union. This union represents the nurses and hospital workers for Brockton Hospital, which is like 70,000 members. And what they did was they set up like a roundtable questionnaire of questions. So there was like 5 people from each union segment at these sets of tables. So it was 4 sets of tables. It was 2 questions, and you had to answer them in 3 minutes and give your best answer, and then you had to move over to the next table when the 3 minutes was done. And I realized that when I did this, I was a little frazzled. It caught me off guard. The first table, I was kind of, I'm not going to lie, the first table I was kind of shook at what kind of was going on, because I'm like, oh my God, I'm here, I'm doing this. You know, I've always been this guy behind the scenes, so I wasn't happy with myself. By the second table, halfway in, I felt myself coming to be myself. My third table, I was good. Fourth table, I was good. When I closed out with my final statements, I was good. But I realized that when I go and do these things, I can't be Keith Hayes. I can't be Keith Hayes, who works during the day. I need to keep being Sinista1, that guy that can be on podcasts and be emotional and get my point across. That guy that can ring announce at cage fighting. That guy who can do sports announcing at football games. I have to be Sinista1 for these meetings with these people in these events. So the NAACP is coming up, and this is my first time. This is my second one coming up, and I feel like I gotta be Sinista1. I gotta be Sinista1. I can't.
Yeah, that's because that's where your passion is.
Yeah, I can't go in there and be. And I saw it last night on the show. You know, I was on the show last night, and you know, people's like, "Wow, he's super passionate about topics and things like that." So I gotta keep that. I gotta keep that. I can't be up there fumbling my words and letting a room full of people, you know, make me feel shook like they did.
Yep.
I can't. You know,
I agree.
I've been doing this far too long.
I agree. You got to be, you know, who you are. And you know, sometimes that happens. Sometimes you get in front of people and you like, will they accept me for, you know what I mean? They want me to be the, you know, a different kind of guy than who I am. You know, will they accept me if I show who I am? And, you know, I think that's how you win people over too, by being yourself, being who you are. So congrats to you, man. Just continue doing what you're doing. Keep doing what you're doing.
So I'm good.
Straight up.
I'm good. We'll talk about this in the men's group on Thursday, tomorrow night. So.
Yes, sir. Let's see here. So I want to show my cops of the week before we get into wrestling. So on Saturday, no, it was Sunday, we have something out here called Traders World. And a lot of vendors go in there and they have a lot of things you can buy, this, that, and the third. Well, they had a vendor, like a store full of figures. So I copped this right here. This is when John Cena, I don't know if you remember. Yeah, you remember when he fought Bray Wyatt. And he was all them different John Cena's, and he was NWO John Cena, remember?
Yep.
It was that one match. So this is the figure that came from that. See if I can put it at an angle here. Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, I can see it now.
Yeah, so cop that. This was dope. It's a ringside exclusive. So you can't really find that anywhere else unless you get it on well, you can get it like on Whatnot or eBay or something like that if somebody's selling it loose, but mine's been on card. I also got this right here. You know if I showed you that at all.
No. Oh, yeah. You sent me a text. That's the Matt Cardona.
Matt Cardona, the Super 7 action figure. Ultimate. This figure is so freaking fire. Can't wait to open it. I just haven't, but this is so fire, man. Shout out to Matt Cardona. He also sent me, for copping this, he sent me the thing I got hanging up on the wall up here. You see that right there?
Yep. Up in the back, right-hand corner.
Yeah. Yep. He sent me that, so I hung that up. Now, this is something that it's probably my favorite thing that I got recently. San Diego Comic-Con AEW Swerve Strickland. Swerve the realist.
Ooh.
Now, let me take him out the box so you can see what this is all about. I take it out of this box here because this is absolutely fire, bro. Absolutely crazy fire. So this is the back of the box.
Ooh. It's a nice box.
This is one side of the box here. Now you see what he got on right there, right?
Yep. That's at Wakanda forever.
That's right. So boom. This is him in the Killmonger gear. With the mask and everything. And matter of fact, when he wore this gear, if I am not mistaken, it was his first time winning the championship. So when he went and fought Samoa Joe. So yeah, super fire. Hype about that. So yeah, those are my cops of the week. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to get into wrestling. Slow wrestling week. So we are going to go to 10:30 as normal. Slow wrestling week, guys. We're going to start it off with our convention next year. We'll keep beating y'all over the head with it. May 2nd, 2026, New England Fanfest 11. We will be in the building. We will have a vendor slot. So excited about that. October 16th, 2025, this year, Trainwreck Tacos, Kingston, Massachusetts. Tito Santana will be in the building. Everybody should go.
Arriba.
Cop some tacos and try to get an autograph or a photo op, something. Tito Santana will be in the building. AEW September PLE will now compete with WWE's Saturday night's main event.
Yes, let's talk about that. The internet's super divided.
AEW,
divided.
let me tell you right now, man. Y'all, AEW, y'all better put some respect on AEW's name.
They booked that night first. Let's be real.
I'm saying put some respect on AEW's name.
Yep.
Put some respect on their name. They're not going nowhere, yo. AEW is they are the big. They're almost like, not almost. They're kind of like WCW was. They're where the big boys play. They actually have guys with super duper talent, and their PLEs are always super dope. They probably got the best tag teams in wrestling. Let's be real. And as far as guys who actually do the acrobatic stuff, they got the best guys, in my opinion. So, shout out AEW. Saturday night's main event in September. We don't know what it's going to look like yet. We're just gonna have to stay tuned for that. But I'm guessing since they're gonna be on the same night as AEW, they're gonna make sure that they put something together that is going to be able to get people to tune into them instead of AEW that night. But AEW's PLEs are always fire. And if I'm not mistaken, I believe that one is all in.
Mm-hmm. I believe it is.
So they just had AEW's All Out. All In is going to be good too. The All Ins and All Outs both are always fire. So shout out to them for that. Moving right along to WWE.
I wanted to chime in on that though, because the internet's divided right now.
Yeah,
I feel like us who are old school and who were there for the Monday Night War battles, we lived it. We pulled it off. We was able to do it. Both were on the same night. That was probably wrestling's most proudest moment. You had the number 1 and number 2 wrestling promotions going toe to toe on Monday night, to the point where if you had a pay-per-view the night before, you knew Monday was going to be fire. You had Rick Rude lose a match on WCW pay-per-view on a Sunday night, and then showed up on Raw Monday night talking about what a difference 24 hours makes. That was, you know what I'm saying? That was just sheer wrestling history craziness. And I see a lot of people, they're pissed. I feel like it's more of the younger people who are upset that they're throwing these two on the same night. I get why WWE did it. I understand why they put the Saturday Night's main event on the same night. I'm old school. I get it. The younger people, man, they're not liking it at all. They're hating the fact that they're gonna have to make a decision. My feeling is that the one you like the most, watch that live.
Yep.
And then peep the other one after. But I hate to say this too, if WWE still has the same amount of commercials that they keep putting into a Saturday Night's main event, you won't be able to click over.
Facts. True, especially if AEW has a fire card, you're gonna be like, well, guess I'm watching this.
Yep, because they better not do that, or else they're gonna lose their ratings. Because the commercials on Saturday Night's Main Event be kind of crazy sometimes.
Facts.
And they don't. And the weird thing is if you're watching on Fox or wherever else, they usually put the action up. USA, they'll put the action up during the commercial. They don't do that on Saturday Night's Main Event. And I'm like, why not? Why are we not putting that action up on commercial breaks?
They should.
Long ass commercial breaks.
They actually should do that. But
they may. If they're going up against AEW now that night, they may do that. They may do that.
Because they always cut the commercial and then they come back and like you miss some of the action. Like I hate that. I can't stand that. WWE, Joe Hendry coming out of a fridge on NXT had to be the funniest moment in 2025.
Did you see it?
I didn't.
Oh my God! Look that shit up real quick. Look it up right now. Look that shit up. You gonna die because you're a big Joe Hendry fan. Pull it up now. You gonna be dying. This
Say
shit.
His name and he appears.
It's funny as hell, bro. You gotta see it. It's gonna be the funniest moment. If you had to list funniest moments in wrestling for this year, it's probably number one right now. I was not expecting this shit.
Let's see. Was that 8 days ago?
Yep.
When that happened?
Yep. Yeah. Yep.
Oh, I'm looking it up now.
Yeah, it was all over YouTube. You got to see it. Yeah, let's see Kevin's reaction video right now of Joe Hendry.
Yo, Joe Hendry. Ren Sinclair said his name, and then the other guy's like, no, just stop. And then next thing you know, he comes out smiling like,
out the fridge. Out the
that is
actual
hilarious,
fucking
bro.
fridge, bro.
Came right out the bottom fridge at that. The bottom part of the fridge. That's funny. Joe Hendry.
Oh, man.
Shout out Joe Hendry, man. He's a good dude. ESPN and Disney acquire WWE. TKO sells TV rights of UFC to Paramount. And pay-per-views become PLEs. So pay-per-views will now be exclusively on like the Paramount app? Is that how that's going to go?
So, last week we were blessed with having Sha-Elemental on, and our biggest discussion last week was the fact that ESPN Disney acquired WWE, and it's going to be exclusive on the ESPN app, this new streaming app, but you have to pay $30. Now, for those who have been sleeping under a rock, UFC and WWE are part of TKO. It's the same business. So now it's almost like, okay, when Mr. Khan said they're going to follow us to ESPN and pay that $30, he might be a little bit right, because now all the UFC fights have gone to Paramount Plus. If you already got Paramount Plus, guess what you've got for the next 7 years? You've got what we just had with Peacock by having. So all the
Peacock,
UFC fights.
Why did they change that? Peacock was so clutch.
Yeah, but I think this was all part of the plan. I feel like the WWE was losing them money, so they said, "Hey, we got to start recouping some money," while the UFC has been making a ton of money by having pay-per-views. So now they're just switching the roles of the two. And I'll tell you right now, when I heard this, I'm like, bro, I'm probably good to watch double the amount of UFC fights next year than I did this year. Because if the card's garbage, I'm not watching. You know what I'm saying? I'm not paying to watch a garbage. When they had that last one, what was it? The one where they had to cancel the main event and the women's. Remember the injuries? Yeah. And that ended up being kind of a garbage night. But now you're like, okay, I got Paramount Plus. It's part of Xfinity. I'm definitely gonna watch a few more UFC fights. Definitely a few more UFC fights in my future. And
I don't
they're
think this is a good move for WWE.
I think some people, if
Keep
you're not
the
paying for
PLEs.
UFC, you're gonna get the ESPN app. I myself, I'm not.
Keep the PLEs on Peacock. I think they're gonna, because Peacock is still gonna have all their old stuff anyway. Keep the PLEs on Peacock. If you want to like charge $10 or something, like put an extra $10 on what we pay monthly, something. Instead of, it's not making any sense.
So I didn't hear. Do the PLEs show up on Peacock after they air on ESPN Plus Live?
I don't know.
I didn't read that. If so, I'll be watching them all the next day. To be honest.
Because
Or
they're
at
not
midnight.
gonna. They're saying they're not gonna remove what's already on there.
No,
on
they're
Peacock.
not. Nope.
So
they only got the rights to live PLEs. That's all they got the rights.
So
to,
that means
live
it's going to
PLEs.
show up on Peacock then the next day,
the next day,
or not even next day, right after it's done, right after
which is midnight. Usually midnight
Or
or sometime that next day.
So I'm gonna be straight anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Won't even be no reason to get. I'm not getting that anyway. I mean, why would I copy it just for that? $30 just for that?
No, I'm not. I'm not copying that ESPN for just that. Sorry.
Makes no sense, man. I don't know why they're doing that, but that's trash. SmackDown review. I have so SmackDown review. John Cena calls out Brock Lesnar, says, if you want some, come and get some. We talked about Brock Lesnar last week. Don't really want to talk about him this week. All I know is his name is still in dirt somewhere. And the lady came out and made a statement of some sort about WWE bringing him back when this stuff is still going on.
Didn't take long for her to come out.
Cody Rhodes, he helped John Cena against Logan Paul and Drew McIntyre, and now they're trying to stir up some Cody Rhodes and Drew McIntyre beef where Cody and Drew McIntyre will be going against each other for the undisputed WWE championship. You can bet your bottom dollar on that, especially after what Drew did to Cody recently. The MFTs defeated the Motor City Machine Guns. The MFTs, which stands for the Mother Freaking Tongas. They are. That's what it stands for. Because Tama Tonga used to wear a shirt that said MFT, and it stood for Mother Effing Tama. So, JC Mateo and Tala Tonga, they took down Chris Sabin and Alex Shelley, and then also we also got Charlotte Flair putting what's her name? Green.
Chelsea Green.
Chelsea Green, yeah. Put her face in the to her cake for her birthday. That was crazy. Then she put her in the figure 4 or whatever. What she called it? She calls it the figure 8.
Yeah.
Put her in that. Bad. And then Solo took a loss. He lost to Sami Zayn. So
yeah, but
that
we all saw what happened.
and after that, yeah, Sami Zayn kind of kind of went down. Let's see, Raw. Raw results.
First thing
go ahead.
with Raw I gotta mention is for those who didn't know, behind the scenes, Karrion Kross's contract was up. And if you watch Monday Night Raw, I was surprised they didn't cut away or fade away from the amount of people who had signed Karrion Kross signs at the Raw in Quebec.
It's a work, bro.
Monday night. So
it's a work.
You think that's a work? You think it's all work?
They've already talked about it. They said he's already in contract talks with them. They're going to re-sign him. They're not going to let him go. It's a work. They're trying to keep on with what he's been doing. You know.
Yeah.
With his
documentary. He's trying to get Sammy to flip. You know.
So, you know, what ifs? It is what it is. Okay. So on Raw, CM Punk and LA Knight found themselves on the same side after being challenged by Paul Heyman and the Vision. So that's what they're calling his his team, the Vision, which was Bronson Reed,
Braun,
and Braun Breaker, and they're calling Bronson Reed the Tribal Thief. Okay, they're calling him that. Yeah, he's wearing the Shula Fala. Yeah.
Somebody posted in a group that we're in. Somebody posted a poster and said, "This is what should happen at Saturday night's main event," and it was Roman Reigns against Bronson Reed in a ladder match with the
for the shoes,
the J's for the shoes. That shit's funny, bro. That might just work. That might just work. Because, you know, Jordan's getting all that publicity right now. Them Jays is getting that promotion, bro.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it was like when Rock and Cena brought up Fruity Pebbles and what it did for Fruity Pebbles. You know, their sales went through the roof. So
that's true.
And you know, Roman gets the special edition Jays. He don't get the Ninjas Jays that we get. He gets special Jays.
Special made joints, yeah.
Because he came out, I remember he came out in a pair when he came back. When he came back, that was the first thing you noticed. You see them Jays he had on?
I think he had some fours on, if I'm not mistaken. Black and red fours, I think. Yeah, his Jays be special made, bro. They be fire. Dominic Mysterio and El Grande Americano defeated AJ Styles and Dragon Lee. Now, so I'm starting to notice something.
Who is it? Who's this? Who is it?
The El Grande Americano that we see fighting right now, that's not Chad Gable.
No, who is it? I'm trying to.
He's tall as hell.
Tall.
I don't. Yeah, it's not Chad Gable.
Yeah, who the hell is it?
Chad Gable was injured, I think.
Yes.
So, whoever this guy is, he's tall. I don't know who he is.
He speaks Spanish.
Yeah. I don't know who he is. What if it was
Well, they're doing AAA together. They're tagging at AAA Mania.
What if it is Alberto Del Rio?
Could be. But see, he's older.
That's true.
This person looks younger.
And they better not bring back Alberto Del Rio after the shit that he did. He did. Yeah, Sammy got his butt spanked. We had the man, Becky Lynch, and she went against what's her name? From the
Maxine Dupree, and
Dupree.
That shit upset me. That match had the potential to really show off what we've talked about in this show is Maxine Dupree being an underrated wrestler. She's got a lot of talent. She's got a lot of skill. She knows her shit, and she was not allowed to showcase it on Monday Night Raw.
Yeah,
I wasn't happy with the match. I mean, I knew she was going to lose to Becky, but I felt like we were going to see a much better match. We didn't need Natalya to come in here and set it up, so Natalya's probably going to end up fighting Becky next week or whatever. I felt like you were building Maxine Dupree up, and then you just knocked her back a few notches with this. I wasn't happy with it, to be honest. I wasn't happy with it.
And then we also got EO against Roxanne Perez. And the Kabuki Warriors came to try to help. And
we know where we're headed now. The split is
EO
coming.
and Asuka.
They're
EO and
gonna turn
Asuka.
on her. They're going to turn. Kabuki's going to turn on her. I don't know when. I don't know where, but they're turning on her. And
after she got the Asuka was upset because she was yelling at Asuka. Asuka knew they weren't trying to like harm her. They were trying to help her. But
so if we're headed into Survivor Series with women this year, I think I would like to see, because there were 3 women that actually came out and supported. So if you get the Kabuki Warriors, Julia, you bring Julia into that mix, you'd have to come up with a 4th one. Figure out who the 4th one would be, but then you would have EO, Rhea, and then I'd have to figure out who the next 2 would be. Maybe Naomi would be the 4th with the Kabuki Warriors in them, but Naomi is now hurt.
Yeah.
But who do you believe? We've been swerved twice now on injury, so how do you believe that Naomi's really hurt when you just had these last 2 swerves on injuries? I don't know. I'm confused, Kevin.
yeah. And we also figured out that we're going to be getting a fatal 4-way match at Clash in Paris. LA Knight, CM Punk, Jey Uso, and Seth Rollins for the World Heavyweight Championship. How you feel about that?
It's too easy to predict, bro. It's too
Seth Rollins
easy
is
to
gonna
predict.
win. Yeah.
Seth is gonna win. There's gonna be interference. I feel like they're already heading and setting up for Survivor Series. That's what I feel. I feel like they're already setting that groundwork there. You know, when you look at what we've got going on, it's coming. What we've got for Survivor Series is coming. So, I feel like it's too soon. I feel like it's too soon.
Very, very slow week in wrestling so far this week. We got about 3 minutes left. Give me your prediction, bro. I know they've only announced, one match for Clash in Paris. Give me another match you think they're going to announce.
Another match. I think by Clash, by that, I think we're gonna see the EO Sky Kabuki Warrior thing blow up at the Clash. Mm-hmm. I think they're going to set up EO against. She was taking on Roxanne that night, so I think she'll take on Raquel now at Clash. Okay. This could also set up the return of Liv too, to be honest. So we could see what could happen there, but yeah, I think that's what we're gonna set up. I think we're setting up that, and I think we're setting up the split with the Kabuki Warriors. For EO
Last
Sky.
question: How you feel about what Bayley did?
So
her
I actually meant to text you on that because I'm confused to where they're headed, and you know, for those who didn't know, we've talked about in this show. She adopted the child, and she's a mother to this child, which is playing into why she can't do as much as she wants to do. I felt like the promo was very eye-opening, and she might be headed back towards heel because she feels like that she's no longer.
That's what I was thinking.
Mentally not a role model, and you know they gave that whole weird, like she might be psychotic spin coming.
Yeah.
So I feel like there's something going on there, but then they go to Lyra, and I don't know. I think Lyra cut a horrible promo in regards.
Well, she can't
to
speak
the
English that well.
Yeah,
that's all.
Yeah. So I wasn't happy with them, but I'm dying to see where they're headed with Bailey, and I'm interested. I liked it. We've got to see what's going to happen because if Naomi is really hurt, they've got to fill that void.
Yeah, I agree.
We'll see. I'm looking back at all of her matches, and I'm like, okay, the last match she had was at SummerSlam, and she really didn't take any bumps or injuries at SummerSlam. So it was that Monday that they said, Adam Pearce went on his Instagram, was like, oh, she's not medically cleared, and blah, blah, blah. So.
Yeah. I agree. So we're going to see what happens with that. Great show tonight. I know it was wasn't a long show. Didn't much happen this week, this past week, and
there was something big this week. Paul Heyman was on the podcast this week, and he actually got down and dirty in regard to the Rock Travis Scott storyline, and he said it's pretty much dead in the water. Which is the reason for the John.
Who was the what podcast?
It was one of the good ones. It
I'll
might
look
have
it
been
up.
Devon's in them. Look it up because he
I'm gonna
goes
look it up
into.
because we might have to talk about that next week.
Yeah, and then the other story was that Brock Lesnar's daughter Maya.
Maya Lesnar.
Just a few weeks ago, she was saying, "I want to be myself. I want this. I want to be in my own spotlight." Blah blah. She won this whole thing, and then now this week they announced that there's a chance that she's going to be signing the WWE contract.
It'll be because she does the shot put. She's a beast at it. So
we have the Summer Olympics because she's going to be a big part of the Summer Olympics coming up.
Yeah.
So I mean, but once this is over, it does turn into, and that, to be honest, if she's coming, that could be part of the reason why Lesnar's back, to set up his daughter coming. He'll have his little matches.
I'm gonna do some more research on that.
Yeah, I would love to see Lesnar be his daughter's manager. That would be an ill storyline. I think that would be just the illest storyline.
Word.
I would support that.
We'll see what happens. Great show again. For my man Sinista1, it's your boy Lito. We will see y'all next Tuesday, 9:30 Eastern Standard Time. Peace.
And joints, gotta grab the coins, pay me wickedly. Superman of Thor, who am I? Haters mimic me, and they fans cheer him on with their capabilities. Wow, double entendre, crazy lyrically. Had to read a page in Timothy to take you seriously, cause I ain't scared, I ain't got no fear, baby, get with me. Open doors for the people, you can say it's chivalry. I drop bombs, it'll be a day in infamy, mainly cause all my ops feeling painful instantly. Stay for sympathy, not me, creating imagery that everybody you like, I made a simile. Facts.